Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making this card. Really easy. It's great for when you're in a hurry or even when you're not, when you just have a few extra minutes in your day to stamp something. And you could make several of these very quickly. And let's get started on this one. For this video, if you want any of the measurements or the supplies that I used, I have put that at the end of this video, so you can watch how I made it first, and then if you're interested in getting the measurements to make your own, that will be at the end of my video, so keep watching after we're done making the card. Okay, let's get this party started. One of the first things we're going to do is to stamp the words on our white piece using our Stamp-A-Majig. And from there, you're just going to repeat the process until you have the whole sheet covered with your happy birthdays. And then from there, we can begin to assemble the card. Okay, so to begin, we want to take our card base. We want to have it in the portrait orientation, which means it's going to be this way and not this way. And our pattern paper strips that we have cut to the proper size. You could use an entire piece, but why would you want to do that when you can use that little piece right there that would normally be there and covered up for another project? So I cut mine in strips of 1 inch across. I'm going to glue them down on each side, and I guess I'm pretty good at eyeballing where they should go as far as how far away from the edges they should be. If you feel like you need to make it more straight, I'd say just go ahead and cut a full size piece so that your edges line up. All right, now that we've got those pieces on there, we'll take our main image and the mat that goes behind it. Adhere that on there. Oh, look at how nicely it just lines up. Perfect. Just the right amount of edge on each side. Glue that to your main card. And you want to line it up with the top edge of your pattern paper strips, obviously. Center it out. Nice thing about the glue, the Tombow glue, is you can kind of move things a little bit for a couple seconds. You have some breathing room, I guess you can call it, in case you make a mistake. Move it over like that. See, this alone would actually be cute and quick, but if you want to take it up one more step, then that is where our little punch comes in. I just want 1 balloon from each color. Now with these balloons, we want to put dimensionals on the back side of them. I had mentioned in my first video how I cut my dimensionals into strips, or I cut my dimensionals in half or into strips, and when you cut them into strips it kind of makes them into half dimensionals. And you want to put them in different parts. You don't want to put the blue with the blue. You probably want to put your Bermuda Bay with a different color where there's not a whole lot of Bermuda Bay around it. Same thing with the green. You want to kind of distance it from the other green a little bit. Cucumber Crush. And our Watermelon Wonder, which kind of highlights, these two kind of highlight the main happy birthday here that's in black. Our final touch will be our chalk marker as highlights on the balloons. So I usually do the top left corner. You just do almost like a, I don't know, a little crescent, little highlight like that. Maybe a dot underneath. And it finishes it off. Just put a nice little inside on the card and it is ready to go. Easy peasy, no time at all. So stick around if you need the measurements for this card and the supplies that I used. Okay, so now for the supplies of what I used, we'll go over the inks first. I used Cucumber Crush, Watermelon Wonder, Pool Party, Crushed Curry, Bermuda Bay, and Basic Black. And the Basic Black is just for this portion right here where it says Happy Birthday, because I wanted that to stand out more than the other words. Alright, and we'll also need the balloon punch from the Party Punch Pack. It comes in a set of 3 with a cupcake and a cute little candle, and then this adorable little balloon. You'll need the Happy Birthday stamp from the Sassy Salutations set, which is lots of fun. The white Stampin' Chalk marker, which again is for the highlight on the balloons. You don't necessarily need that, but if you have it, it kind of gives a little extra something something. The Stamp-A-Majig, which is a great tool, and I have already showed you how to use it for this particular application. It's great, love that. And then you really don't need a lot of supplies as far as paper is concerned. Just a few things. You need 2 strips of 1 inch by 5 1/4 inch patterned paper, and I've used the patterned paper with the balloons from the Cherry on Top Designer Series paper stack. You need a strip of 5 1/4 by 2 3/4 Whisper White, a 5 1/4 by 2 15/16 Bermuda Bay strip. And what that's for is to layer with your Whisper White, and it should look just like that when it's layered. And of course you need your 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 Bermuda Bay card base. Again, you can use whatever colors you need for your project. This just happens to be the ones I used for mine. What's fun about this is you can use any type of pattern paper for your background, and just use the colors that are in your particular pattern paper. Also, I guess I should mention that for the balloons, you just need a couple pieces of scrap paper, scrap cardstock for your balloons. And I have Watermelon Wonder, Cucumber Crush, and Bermuda Bay. And that is all you need besides some glue and a few extra minutes to do it. And voila, you're all done, and you have a birthday card to give to a friend or loved one, or both. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. The link should be right down there to both my blog page and my Facebook page. You can see some of my other stamping tutorial videos there as well. Thanks for stopping by today, and we'll see you next time.